looking at this footage and going, wow, it really is one hell of a step up. I have really only ridden bronze class as a sweep rider, very occasionally as an actual racer, but it's a whole new ball game. And I'm just wondering, what sort of skills do you think you needed to learn? Was it just developing more on what you knew already, or were there specific techniques and skills? What prepared you for silver?
Yeah, well, in order to go up from, say, bronze to silver, you really need to have the foundation skills in bronze fairly well sorted. You can't just go into silver half-cocked, because you're only going to injure yourself or injure someone else, or write your bike off and not be able to finish the race. So going back to the basics, things like clutch control, having good body positioning, being able to get over weird random obstacles like off-camber logs on the side of dusty rocky hills, and also things like effectively, when you do have to lift your bike, being able to effectively get your bike over an obstacle.
And what about when you're just out trail riding for fun and that sort of thing? Like, do you find yourself looking for the more difficult lines that most people tend to avoid? So you look at something and you see the track go around it, you go, no, I'm going to go over those rocks across that log. Yes, they're at 45 degrees and they're wet and they're horrible, but that's what you've got to do in a race, right?
You're spot on. The people that cut these trails and make these hard enduro race courses, they are a bunch of sadists. So when I go out trail riding, I do tend to stray from the cut path to go over rocks and logs, and do things like get yourself stuck, get your back wheel hung up on something, get your pegs hung up on something, and practice being able to get yourself unstuck without having to manhandle your bike too much. That's being efficient. I'm not an expert by any means, but being efficient is the name of the game. You just need to watch the pro riders. That their skill levels are at such a high level, and they're so efficient in their movements. That's how they can last 6 hours doing the crazy things that they do.
It's something I've always pushed, learning the techniques, how to get unstuck when you're stuck. And I think once you've learned them, it seems really basic. You just go, can I back up and get some run up? Have I looked underneath to see what the rear wheel's hooked up on? What will happen when I do a controlled drop of the clutch? Am I weighting the rear wheel? Can I rock the bike using multiple little slips of the clutch? And I look at the bronze class riders often and just go, wow. And I politely suggest, you might want to try this, if they're holding a lot of people up. And that's where I think you're right when you say you really need to consolidate those bronze level skills, especially when you're stuck. If you don't have those, I imagine you're just going to waste so much energy in silver.
Oh, that's it. And it really doesn't take much of a mistake to burn a heap of energy.